What it is, y'all? It's your boy Jones, and you know we Jones'NForSmoke, and the recipients for today's smoke happens to be no other than the Los Angeles Lakers. Y'all getting this smoke today. The reason why y'all getting this smoke today is because not just because of the fact that we got swept. Definitely didn't see that. I had a series going 7, so the sweep definitely caught me by surprise. But it was the way we got swept. We were in every game, but we should have won. We could have won almost all of them, even the first one. But I want to throw out the people that are going to get this smoke from the Lakers. And the first person that's going to get this smoke from the Lakers is, you know it, Mr. Injury himself, Mr. Show Up every other game himself, Mr. Don't got that fight in him, that dog in him every game himself, Mr. Anthony Davis. You getting this smoke. AD, we cannot have games where Bron is doing all the work and you just don't seem like you want any part of it. I mean, that last game was disgusting from you. Let's start there. A game where it's an elimination game. Bron is giving you the best first half he has ever given anybody in a playoff game. And second half, you think AD would show up, the others would show up, because Bron just literally put the team on his shoulders, his big, broad shoulders, and carried them to a 15, I think, point lead in the first half, just for the third quarter for it to be erased that fast, because Bron clearly didn't have it anymore. He was tired. He was still worn out. He literally gave it all he had in that first half. And you could see the effect it had on him in the second half. He wasn't there. He was passive, trying to get other guys involved, which is obviously what he does. But we wanted to see the Bron we saw in the first half. Obviously, I understand why we didn't get that Bron. At first, I was a little upset, but then I had to think about it. Oh, man, he just gave us everything. And the man, 38 years old, 20 years in the league, that's a lot of minutes. So he was tired. You could just see it. He was tired, always going for his knees and stuff like that. So back to AD. That's when you step up. That's when you step up. That's why LeBron wanted you in L.A. so goddamn bad, because he knows what you're capable of. Game 1, 40-piece. What happened after that? You had some decent games, but dude. For you to not hit 30 after that 40-piece, that makes no sense to me. Like, you were supposed to be averaging 30, honestly. That was the only way we were going to win this series, as if AD was averaging 30. On a defensive end, he gave us what he gave us, which I can't complain, because he was the best defender in the whole playoffs. No question. But didn't have that same intensity on the offensive end. It looked like he lost some of his confidence. Like, he didn't want to be involved all the time. You know, he misses a few shots, and then you don't see him really be aggressive to go after these guys. I know Joker is a former MVP, one of the best bigs that we got in the league. But AD, you are one of the best bigs in the league, and you got to go at his head. And you didn't do that. You know, here and there you gave us spurts, but we don't need spurts. We need a full series of that. So, AD, I don't know what the future holds for AD. My confidence level for AD has gone down tremendously. I thought we were going to see an AD take the next level and take the baton from LeBron and take over this Laker team. I thought this was going to be that type of playoffs run for AD. Had a good run in the first 2 series. This series, not so much. So, AD, you need to outside of the injuries, we know that, but outside of that, we need that dog in you. I don't know what it is that someone can do or say to get you to be more of a dog, but it needs to happen, or the Lakers really wasted their time getting you outside of the first ring. But after that, just disgusting. Next person to get this smoke is a guy that I really like too. Like, I really think he's a really good basketball player. Very finesse, smart, but playoffs, nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. D'Angelo Russell, D'Lo. You were unplayable, literally, to the point where they benched you last game. They had to bench you. I couldn't believe that you were playing that bad, that you had to get benched, bro. And you were supposed to be our third scorer after AD and LeBron. You were supposed to be that guy. If AD ain't stepping up, when Bron's having a good game, you step in. AD having a good game, Bron not, you step in. You got to be consistent. And we didn't get that. And I've heard the noise about it. A lot of people are saying, hey, yeah, Russ is nice in the regular season, but come playoffs, nowhere to be found. Well, Lakers found out this year. We definitely found out this year that Russ is not that guy in the playoffs. I would really love to keep him if we can. But that's only if he's gonna change that, because that's just disgusting. But then obviously there's the talks about Kyrie and other point guards like Trae Young. Why we would need him doesn't make sense to me. But Kyrie, I can understand that, especially if Russ is going to play like this. So Russ, and you looking for a bag this offseason? I don't know about that, bro. I do not know about that. So Russ, get your act together, because you get this smoke. Next person that's going to get this smoke, who I can't even really blame that much, but the smoke for him this time is really motivation. This smoke is for motivation, and that's for my boy Vanderbilt. Great defender. Went after all the hardest matchups in every series, and he did a pretty well job at it. Had some struggles here and there, but where he hurt the Lakers was couldn't play him on offense at all. Like, it was 5-on-4 when it came down to the Lakers having the ball in the half-court set. They know, hey, leave that guy out there. Leave that guy out there. And it definitely bit us in the ass. But now that gives you the opportunity this offseason. Hey, they want to leave me open, I'm going to make them pay for that now. 2023 going into 24 season, make them pay for it, Vander. Because we've seen you make this shot a few times, but you got to make it consistently so they can respect you and open up that lane so AD and Bron and all them guys can eat down there. You will be the key. You will be the key for our future, I'm telling you. Because we love you on defense. Offensively, it was so bad that they benched you. And I don't even know if you played much in the last game, if at all. But yeah, that's definitely something that's got to change. But motivation. Vandy, I believe in you. I definitely believe in you. And last, and certainly not least person to get this smoke, who I like him a lot, actually. And I just think rookie year, he going to make it. He's going to get there. He's going to get better. But Darvin Ham, you got to get this smoke, my boy. Because those adjustments weren't great adjustments throughout this series. And that just seems like something that was going on throughout the whole season. If I'm not mistaken, the Lakers were one of the top 5 teams who've had different multiple starting lineups throughout the year, which is obviously something that you need to do as a coach to figure out what works. And obviously it's not his fault that, he got a new team the second half of the season, less games to get them gelled and all that. But that's no excuse, because when we did make the trades, the Lakers were the best team going forward. So the players definitely can take some of this pie, and obviously I gave them that. But you got to take some of this too, because there were some definitely questionable lineups at times. Obviously, the Nuggets being dominating us on the offensive boards was horrible. On the rebounds in general, they were just killing us. And it took, I think, not until game 3 for him to put Tristan Thompson in, who made Joker work for it. He made a difference. He literally made a difference. Joker had an amazing game 1. Ever since after that, started slowing down a little bit. Tristan came in and really started making a difference. And he knows this stuff. He's been there, done that. Played with LeBron. Lonnie Walker edition. Should have been had them there. I also think he could have possibly got the shooters, Brown and Beasley. Yeah, they weren't playing so good in the first 2 series, but those guys were on fire during the season. I think you could have gave them a few more opportunities to see if they can get lit up, just like you did Lonnie Walker. You gave Lonnie Walker an opportunity, and he lit it up and took it, and got to play, got to start, got to do all that. So I understand it's definitely hard for coaches to make those decisions in those positions, but I think it's worth trying. You're down 0-3. You're down 0-2. It's worth trying. I think it's definitely worth trying, getting some other guys in there and seeing what could happen. Because you clearly see Denver wasn't afraid to do that. They definitely wasn't. They got their guys in. But congratulations to the Denver Nuggets for doing what they do. I'm still lost on who I'm going to pick for the finals. If I still want to go with the Nuggets, because I believe they can win it. But a little salty about it, especially it being a sweep. But yeah, last thing I want to say, and I don't even really want to say it, but I'm going to say it anyways, because fuck it, why not? Fans, the LeBron haters, y'all just don't make no sense to me. So y'all getting this smoke. You're getting this smoke because your hate for LeBron makes no sense. Makes no sense. Like, some of y'all hate LeBron, which is okay. Cool. You don't like LeBron because he flops, because he whines, whatever. But to deny his greatness because of that is ridiculous. You're going to say the guy is not top 10 because he flops. Outside of everything else he's done, 4 championships, 4 finals MVPs, 4 regular season MVPs, all-time scorer. I mean, think about that. He's number 1 in scoring, and he's not a scorer first guy. Come on now. Playing his 20th year, 38 years old, and the man just went to the conference finals and averaged damn near 30 points. Like, come on. Y'all got to be a little bit smart. I understand not liking somebody, but to deny them their greatness is where I draw the line. So every time y'all say something stupid about LeBron and then try to compare him to Jordan, and always got Jordan in there for whatever reason, but every time y'all do it, y'all gonna get this smoke. Every time. Every single time. You know why? Because I'm always Joseph for smoke.